figure out what, what dancer, why. Like, unless it can, qualify for the dancer and, whatever mask it has equipped at the same time for its synthesis skills.
It doesn't.
Then I don't get the point of it then.
If you were able to swap masks mid-battle, it would have been fine. Or, you know, if the mask didn't take up your accessory slot, that would be fine. But both of those things are true, and therefore it's a trash class. Which is a shame, because I really love Juna. Like, a lot. And unfortunately, her class is trash. So, alright, so do you guys think that the game's going to actually let us load into multiplayer today? Or are we going to have to create a new save and then...
I think we're going to have to create a new save, but we might as well try.
Yeah, I'm getting the game launched now.
Ye old college try.
Ye old college bullshit.
I still can't hear who's that bald capybara.
You're welcome.
Who's that bald capybara?
Waiting for the host to accept your request.
Public is joining your game.
Oh my god, it's working!
Wow.
Is it?
There hasn't been an update. What the fuck?
I'm confused.
Maybe it was just Moody last week.
Public is joining. It wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago. Last week was Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
You right. You right.
You right. You right.
Now what? You know when I'm right, I'm right.
And you're always right, except when you're not.
You right.
All right, Dino World.
Yes, you're in Jurassic Park. All the rest of us
Welcome
are
to Jurassic Park.
You Jurassican.
Previously, the game fucking broke again. Made everyone have to once again resort to starting a new campaign just so they could load into the correct one because these devs just can't with multiplayer. Even once the group do actually bullshit their way into being allowed to play the game, it still doesn't work correctly since nobody except for Inu himself can actually see Inu's character in the party list, which definitely won't end up being an issue later, I'm sure. With the recap now over and Inu done tormenting Willow's pets for the time being, the group fan out to explore their new campsite to see if the tag-along crew have anything to say. Will ends up being first on the list, as he rather understandably is pretty nettled about his dad getting a slug put in his head by the big brain and sent off to Worm's Rock Fortress to potentially throw the gates of Baldur's Gate, trademark, open for the Absolute's marching army. Never able to pass up an opportunity to make fun of Will for willingly becoming a devil slave, the group quickly shift topics away from his brain slug dad to ask about why Will was enough of a moron to hand his soul to Missouri in the first place. Will then tries to spin a grand tale involving the worshippers of Mama Tiamat having infiltrated Baldur's Gate, trademark, which immediately derails the conversation and Inu and Sarge wanting to summon her for a huge fight, as Natsu vehemently argues against this on the grounds that doing so would be a really fucking bad idea. So right up Inu's alley, really. Once Natsu's able to wrangle back in line those who only listen to their intrusive thoughts, Will continues the story about how the Grand Duke thought it would be a great idea to leave his teenage son in charge of the problem. This grand tale of sacrifice to save his home quickly leads to everyone repeatedly facepalming as Will describes the increasingly stupid ways that he was being very blatantly played by Missouri into handing over his soul, which the dumbass still doesn't realize was a setup because he's too stupid to piece together why a literal devil would want the Grand Duke's son in her pocket. The fact that Inu's character has legitimate competition for the title of stupidest crew member is frankly incredibly worrying. But there not having been any options for them to point out to Will that the entire situation with the dragon cultist was almost certainly a deepfake by Missouri, the group throw their hands up and walk away to pet Scratch and Owly to lower their blood pressure levels. While petting the good boys, Natsu notices that Isabel and Aylin finally exited the sex cave they were sealed in for the past few weeks of travel, and after heading over to talk with them, the group quickly grow deeply frustrated over the fact that they can't tell Isabel that they met her Skeledog and that said Skeledog really misses her. It's that damn skeleton cat from DOS 2 all over again. As everyone's busy fuming with anger over this, Isabel talks to herself in the background about how the reason her dad was so against her dating Aelin all went back to the Asari goldfish conundrum due to Aelin being literally immortal, which just feels like a really petty reason to throw your daughter's girlfriend into an extra-dimensional jail. Now that everyone's actually paying attention to her again, Isabel then goes over the horribly fucked up shit that her dad did to bring her back to life, only to cap off the conversation by saying that she'd actually been dead for 100 goddamn years before Jameson finally managed to resurrect her, which really puts into perspective just how unfathomably pissed Aelin was at the guy, since she'd been locked in the fountain dimension all that time. With Isabel tapped on dialogue, the group strike up a conversation with her girlfriend, who starts putting way too much dramatization into everything she says, which offends the Inu because being overly dramatic about everything is supposed to be a bard's job. Once the meaning behind her overly dramatic words has been boiled down enough to make sense again, the gist of Aelin's unhinged ramblings turns out to be that Jameson ended up turning to Shar for help after his daughter died and was told to toss Aelin into the fountain dimension, where she was then repeatedly murdered in the most brutal ways imaginable for more than 100 years straight, so that Jameson could leech off her immortality to keep himself alive. So the unhinged curb stomping of the guy's head into a paste was actually pretty warranted in hindsight.
Yeah.
With the lovebirds being left to themselves again to cross off whatever non-YouTube friendly things they still have left on their to-do list, mostly each other, the group head over to make fun of Sol Galeo some more before Inu stops dead in bus tracks upon noticing that there's suddenly a talk prompt floating above Karlak's head, despite her presently being under El's control. Surely this doesn't bode poorly. Not really having any clue what to make of that, Inu heads over to talk with Gale about his thoughts over not having to explode himself to stop the big brain like his ex had ordered him to. Turns out Gale is, unsurprisingly, pretty jazzed about not exploding himself, though not so much for still being alive thing as it is him just being a huge turbo nerd who really wants to be able to study the big netherite crown that the big brain am wearing. Wizards, am I right? Gale then expresses a deep degree of enthusiasm about wanting to go and visit a local bookstore in Baldur's Gate, trademark, called Sorceress Sundries, to potentially learn some new information about the big brain's crown. Nerd. Which causes everyone to nervously stare at the ground because of party size limits, as they promise to see what they can do about it once they're in the city. With Inu's relationship seeming like it has a good chance of barreling off a cliff because these games just really are just really frustrating when it comes to origin characters, Elle sees this as a good opportunity to see if she can finally get Karlak some progress with Halsin. As Karlak really doesn't understand subtlety, she of course immediately starts the conversation by asking if Halsin happens to currently have an SO, which prompts him to awkwardly talk about the time an actual she-bear tried to get with him, since I guess he is apparently just super hot as a bear or something, only to end up mauling the shit out of his face when he attempted to respectfully turn her down. Halsin then quickly tries to change the subject by starting to talk about his hobbies and likes, such as whittling ducks and eating honey, which she's just so bad at this. Of course, leads to Karlak making fun of the fact that a bear man would list honey as one of his favorite foods. Sensing that making fun of the guy she's trying to get with maybe wasn't the most tactful thing to do, Karlak decides that she should probably make up for it by admitting that she was so lonely when she first got tossed into hell that she ended up adopting a pet rock named Crag, which fortunately gives Halsin a good opportunity to get a playful jab back at her over the honey comment from earlier. With Karlak amazingly not having struck out for once, the group end up making a bunch of jokes to annoy the piss out of Elle to restore back the balance of the universe, which culminates in Inu commenting on having found a bunch of bushes near camp that actually knew how to druid correctly, since they could all use Goodberry. Everyone then gaslights themselves into thinking that Missouri said she was going to be waiting in camp for them, when she actually said she was going to spend the next few weeks in the bath washing off the disgusting smell she was coated in from her stay in the Sarlacc's guts.
Mm-hmm.
Once they're reminded of the personal hell Missouri is presently dealing with, the group decide to go talk with Jaheira to ask her about the shit she dealt with regarding the Dead 3 back in the old days of Baldur's Gate, trademark 1, which prompts her to basically say that shit she didn't actually make her didn't matter here because she isn't the main character of this game, which is barely even paraphrased if I'm being real here. Not getting much out of shaking that particular knowledge tree, the group instead opt to ask her about her opinion on the Illithid, which Jahira also mostly skims over, before once again basically saying that her experiences don't matter because she isn't a main character in this game, where everyone else has infinitely more experience with brain slugs than she does. Feeling like getting back at her for refusing to actually give any useful information, Inu decides to troll Jahira a bit by saying his character might actually just be the brain slug in his head instead of a real person, which Jahira takes in stride when she immediately turns it back around by introducing herself to the tadpole and noting that this must be why she's been asked so many stupid questions recently. With the group not having gotten any information from the mystery lady, to their characters at least, who recently started following them around and is really good at violence, Inu asks if anyone has seen Solgaleo recently, and upon everyone spinning around on an axis to remind him that he saw the guy literal minutes ago, Inu decides he's had enough talking and goes to bed in frustration. Or rather, Inu tries to go to bed in frustration, only for it to turn out that the bug of him not displaying in everyone else's party menu or party list has finally come back to bite everyone in the ass when the game decides to give the confirm long rest option to everyone except for Inu. A quick reload later and the game still refuses to work properly, which ends up forcing Inu to resort to having to kick everyone out of the session so he can actually initiate a long rest, which subsequently makes it so nobody except for himself is actually able to see or interact with the resulting toss and turn simulator cutscene. What an amazing game with no flaws whatsoever. Amidst this tossing and or turning, however, Inu's character is soon interrupted by the voice of the big brain screaming in his head that it's time to squid up, as the fancy D20 then begins freaking the hell out before suddenly flying about 50 feet away and exploding into a giant gateway portal that a bunch of Githyanki then begin pouring out of because of reasons. With the camp now, for whatever fucking reason, swarming with half-naked Githyanki monks, and the tag-along crew just being gone for whatever fucking reason, the group are left to deal with the problem themselves before a hesitant Natsu then pipes in to point out, hey, remember how we left the game earlier and how all of us were having problems joining the session originally and how all of our characters are now controlling themselves? Yeah. With Natsu's sage wisdom being imparted upon the mission leader of the mission, immediately decides to cancel the mission he was the leader of so that he could once again start a new campaign so everyone could actually join the real campaign again, because even when these devs make a game that doesn't make you want to stab your own eyes out, they apparently just can't help themselves with this stupid fucking nonsense having now been done twice this session. The game finally decides to fucking work properly by universally showing everyone in the party menu this time, only for it to still choose to kick everyone in the balls by hot swapping Inu and El's characters around. With a groan, Inu then heads into the menu to return proper control of his and El's characters to each other, only to end up fucking things up in a different way when he accidentally switched Sarge and Natsu's characters with each other in the process. An act that immediately causes Natsu to threaten to terminate his stream contract if it's not resolved on the spot, because he absolutely refuses to allow anyone but himself to lay a hand on his giant stacks of money. Once everyone's souls are finally back in their correct bodies, the group is presented with the simple condition of get to the fucking D20 portal within 3 turns or you'll fucking explode into squids, and a bell signaling the start of the race against time coming in the form of one of the half-naked Githyanki monks punching Karlak for 70% of her fucking health. Once they're able to get the game to stop yelling at them to get to the portal for long enough that they can actually get to the damn portal, the group hop into the weird dream dimension God Empress Snoke sent them into before, and are met with the sight of someone seemingly throwing a techno rave in the giant Guardians of the Galaxy skull in the distance. Soon after witnessing the state of the party skull, the group spot close to a dozen more half-naked Githyanki monks suddenly show up out of nowhere and begin parkouring their way towards said skull, whereupon they end up completely destroying its rave barrier in a single punch. Probably should have made that likely super important barrier out of something that was a bit harder to break, I feel. With the platoon of Githyanki warrior monks now pouring into the giant skull to crash the party, the group begin to make their way over to see what the hell's going on, until they end up spotting a nearby pack of friendly brain dogs trying to take on one of the Githyanki monks. Before anyone can comment on how weird this situation is, Natsu ends up taken aback when he notices that the Githyanki monk is trying to cast Fireball on herself, which prompts Inu to attempt an actually on him about the spell not technically being Fireball, only for the game to shut both of them up once the Githyanki monk's spell finishes cooking and creates a giant ball of fiery pain around herself to roast the brain dogs alive. It's then Natsu's turn to be the actually guy right after this, though, when he starts getting on everyone's case for calling the Githyanki monk a monk, since they aren't technically labeled as being a monk, despite literally every single ability in their kit being monk-related. Only for him to give up on this stance basically immediately out of annoyance once he realizes that Inu isn't taking his side on the issue, despite this shit being something Inu does to everyone all the time. Such as, for example, literally a single minute ago. With the Githyanki monk quickly being pushed into the unending void below, the group make their way into the party skull just in time to see a cool-looking mind flayer and his pack of brain dogs attempting to stop the prior mentioned platoon of parkour monks attempting to break open a stasis barrier that's holding someone who is very obviously Prince Orpheus, and are quickly offended when one of said monks force palms a poor brain dog into a nearby wall. The bastards. After making their way over to the presently floored Mind Flayer, the squid is very quick to preempt any form of action they might take by first making it unambiguously clear that he is the group's ally here, which is honestly just a really smart thing to lead with, given the group's track record thus far with almost everything even vaguely illithid, save for Squidward and the occasional brain slug. And that the Githyanki monks are about to turn all of them into squid mind slaves, only for the Mind Flayer to then be met with the horrific realization that it was Inu that he was stuck talking to. Now understandably incredibly worried about what's likely going to happen here, the Mind Flayer, who still hasn't actually been introduced by name despite said name clearly being labeled on all of their dialogue, then scrambles his ass to explain that he is actually the judgmental dream ghost that's been showing up to help the group out periodically throughout the game, and that he's quite literally the only reason that everyone in the Crash Nautiloid from the start of the game haven't already turned into illithid by this point. Squilliam then continues to list every single thing he's done or said during his time spent as the group's resident JDG in a desperate attempt to get Inu's character to have any degree of basic reasoning whatsoever for once in her goddamn life, for the sake of the continued existence of the world as a whole, only to be met with the inevitable reality that said character is sadly just that dumb when she attempts to use detect thoughts on a being that speaks solely by beaming its own thoughts directly into your head as is. With a very exasperated sigh and an even more annoyed exclamation of, "The hell did you think you'd learn from that? I'm already beaming my thoughts directly into your head, dumbass." William decides to let the brainless idiot feel the consequences of her actions by beaming the utterly horrific reality of everything that's going on into her head, which is enough to floor her ass immediately. I'd imagine this would have probably killed a normal person on the spot, since their brains would have just gotten fried due to lacking a massive surplus of storage space for the new information to fill in. Her head now hurting due to her brain actually having to think for the first time in forever, Inu's character looks up at the Mind Flayer, who is very clearly telling the truth here, and says straight to his face, "But fuck you though, when have I literally ever once listened to a single word out of your mouth, even back when you had a mouth for words to come out of?" Which is enough for Squilliam to finally just throw his arms up in frustration and very, very understandably go, "You know what? The whole lot of you could just fuck off. I have tried and tried and tried to reason with you all. But you idiots, for whatever reason, keep insisting on doing whatever this dumbass tells you to, even when shown that her brainless decisions would either kill you or literally destroy the entire world. So I'm just going to kill you all here, because at this rate, not doing so is going to doom everyone else." Which, if we're being honest here, is a pretty reasonable decision to come to by this point.
Yeah.
With Squilliam now thoroughly mad over the fact that seemingly nobody has listened to a word he's said over the course of the game so far, he instantly locks most of the group down with Dominate Mind so they won't get in his way as he attempts to deal with the Githyanki parkour monks that are trying to end the world, which naturally leads to everyone getting brutally punched to death by said parkour monks as a distraction for him. I honestly can't even be mad at the guy for it either. Dude had every right to just be done with the group's dumbassery by this point. Not content with this horrible outcome due to their bad decisions, however, the group demand a run back so they can see this same bad decision to its logical conclusion, which ultimately results in them killing Squilliam by their own hands and allowing the big brain to enter the dream realm to instantly explode the lot the whole lot of them, in addition to everyone else who has a dormant brain slug in their head back in the normal realm, into fully formed mind flayers. With the world now
Yay.
explicitly doomed, Natsu doles out a slow clap for Inu to congratulate him on managing to get a bad ending he genuinely wasn't sure the group would run into, before then almost giving himself an aneurysm trying to wrap his brain around the logical inconsistency that is Inu choosing to believe Squilliam in the first place enough to decide that siding against him was a bad decision, despite it having been Inu's rock-solid belief throughout the entire game prior to now that literally everything to come out of the Dream Ghost's mouth were lies, and that trusting anything they say as being true would be the worst possible decision in the long run. Once Natsu's brain is finished rebooting from the paradox loop it was stuck in, Inu begrudgingly decides to aid Squilliam this time, after still being a dumbass by attempting to read his mind, of course. And with his help, the group fight back against the invading Githyanki Park horror monks with relative ease, at least until Karlak got herself punched to death. Hey, Sarge? Yee. Did you just use Scorching Ray? Yee. Hey, Bio, didn't I explicitly say last session that Sarge should only ever use Eldritch Blast and that Scorching Ray is a waste of time in literally every situation now in comparison? Yeah. Alright, thanks. Just wanted to be sure I wasn't totally insane.
To be fair, not in that situation, but if we go against anything that is vulnerable to fire, damage, Scorching Ray will do more damage. So not literally every situation, because there will be some where Scorching Ray outperforms.
With Elle now doing her best to not bleed out, only for some asshole to keep curb stomping her every time she stabilizes herself. Natsu fastball specials a healing potion at her face to save her, only to deeply wish he could just drop dead on the spot, when the healing potion, for no reason, decides to hit the ground directly next to Karlak and do literally nothing. Unfortunately, these games really do just hate him specifically a lot of the time.
Fucking hate it.
With the Githyanki parkour monks finally finished off by a torrent of Eldritch Blasts from Sarge, now that he remembers that's a thing he does, Squilliam is able to repair the barrier keeping Prince Orpheus in stasis, as he then turns towards specifically Inu to once again remind his character about the fact that Squilliam is literally the only reason they still exist as a person, because at this point the guy has come to understand that this is necessary to do at literally every given opportunity, or else the literal apocalypse will happen. Now annoyed at the fact that she has no choice but to not let her intrusive thoughts, i.e. her only thoughts, win for once, Inu's dumbass character sighs and asks in the most annoyed tone possible for Squilliam to just get on with telling the group his damn life story already. Squilliam then explains that he was originally some guy who'd go around stealing shit and assassins creating his way off of buildings before he eventually tried to steal shit from Moonrise Towers, which resulted in him getting turned into a mind flayer by the local Illithid colony. He then states that he somehow managed to break free of the big brain's control after a while and returned to his old city to basically just be Venom by eating the brains of violent criminals to sustain himself while also protecting the civilians from evildoers. He then goes on to say that he eventually ended up meeting some lady named Duke Stelmane who partnered up with him to make him into the leader of Baldur's Gate, trademark's largest mercantile operation, the Knights of the Shield, at which point he finally gets around to actually telling everyone what his damn name is. People eventually started referring to me as the Emperor. Such was the degree of my influence, though of course none of them had any idea what I really was. Question. God damn it, of course it would be you. What is it now? How did none of them know what you actually were? What kind of question is that? I mean, I feel like it'd be pretty hard for them to not have figured out what with the glowing purple eyes and weird four-fingered hands and you talking into people's minds as your only form of communication. Oh, wow. How didn't they figure it out? Emperor then continues on by saying that life was actually smooth as hell for him from that point on until he eventually met that dickbag Gortash who ripped him out of his cushy life and threw him back in front of the big brain where he once again ended up as a mind slave to it until he accidentally ended up falling into the fancy D20 one day after he was sent by Gortash to find the thing. Emperor then explains a bunch of shit about Prince Orpheus that the group already knew about from the ancient Githyanki holocrons they found, and says that he basically had to turn the guy into a sentient radio transmitter so he could find people outside of the fancy D20 who he could turn into his allies against Gortash and the Big Brain by sharing Orpheus's anti-absolute aura with them. With the info dump now over, Inu asks Emperor, just for the sake of clarity, which it was between him or Orpheus that God Empress Snoke wanted the group to kill To which he receives the answer of Orpheus. Duh, why would that bitch care about a mind flayer like me when the guy who threatens her entire rule just by existing is right there? With all of the actually useful questions done with, the intrusive thoughts once again begin creeping back into the mind of Inu's character. She asks, so, hypothetically speaking, what if we just, let Prince Orpheus go? With intentions about as subtle as a brick, to which Emperor blankly stares at her before saying, just, can one of you other three please put this one on a damn leash or something before she kills us all? With Natsu and Karlak now pointedly standing guard in front of Prince Orpheus's barrier, Emperor does his best to make it abundantly clear to the brainless idiot that Sarge is restraining that the prince has a hard kill-on-sight rule when it comes to anything and everything Illithid, which means that not only would letting him outdoom everyone because of the anti-absolute signal turning off, but he'd also kill the entire group with his bare hands on principle solely because of the brain slugs in their heads. As he no longer has to worry about Inu breaking everything, Emperor is free to start talking about how being a mind flayer is great, actually. In fact, not only would I not go back to my original body if given the choice, but I could speed up your transformations too if you wanted. So any of you who are saying you don't want to turn into one are just being silly. While seemingly being totally ignorant to the fact that A, the reason he even thinks that's the case in the first place is almost certainly because he's the brain slug that was put into his original body and not the man himself, and B, people who aren't already mind flayers aren't super big on the idea of having to hunt people down to murder them and eat their brains for sustenance. Okay, but, if you have the ability to speed up the rate we'd turn into illithids, then why can't you just stop us from turning into illithids instead? For starters, I can stop it, sure, but stopping it would kill you, so I'm sure that's already a non-starter for you people. And besides that, why would I? Being an illithid is great. Why would you not want to be one? Mostly because I don't want to eat people's brains. Oh, that sounds like a you problem to me. Now annoyed at Inu's not seeing what being a brain-eating telepathy squid is actually the coolest, a fed-up Emperor asks if the group want the damn brain slug he has or not. And before Inu has a chance to flat out reject him, a rising sound of mine can be heard approaching from near Orpheus' cell as Natsu suddenly rockets in from off screen to snatch the albino slug out of Emperor's hand, as he then proceeds to plug it directly into his head with zero hesitation whatsoever. With the super brain slug now making contact with the many normal ones he keeps safely nestled in his brain meat, Natsu rapidly evolves into a new state of being, something he readily admits is likely going to make his life utter hell down the line, as he begins demanding the others bask in the unmatched radiance of his amazing new half-illithid form, only for him to quickly realize that he still looks exactly the same as he did 5 seconds ago.
Which I'm actually A-okay with. I thought I was going to get vastly changed. I love that I look the same.
Now utterly disappointed that the decision to quadruple down on his brain slug addiction hasn't resulted in him gaining a cool-looking super form, Natsu dejectedly drops the super slug onto the ground below him, where it is quickly snatched up by Inu's character, who subsequently chooses to get rid of the damn thing before Natsu gets even more out of hand and decides to do so in the most logical and effective way that she knows how, by fucking eating the damn thing.
Yep.
This naturally leaves everyone utterly flabbergasted until Emperor weakly pipes in with, well, I guess that also works as a way to trigger its evolution properties, which causes Inu's character to immediately vomit the thing back up so that she can violently and repeatedly stomp it to death instead before it even had the chance to begin squidifying her form from the stomach out. I'm pretty sure Emperor could really use a drink after today. With Inu now having gone to frankly incredible lengths of disrespect to demonstrate just how much he despises Emperor and everything he stands for, despite Emperor's best efforts to keep them all alive, the poor guy is left standing in dumbstruck disbelief that these are the ones he's stuck relying on to save the world, only for the tiniest glimmer of life to return to his eyes once he witnesses Natsu suddenly rocket into the air as he begins flying all around the inside of the party skull while madly giggling over his newfound powers as a half-illithid. I have no idea if mind flayers are physically capable of crying, but if so, Emperor most likely shed a tear of joy over the sight of this. With the tiniest sliver of hope for the world's future now restored, Emperor tells the group that they can leave now as he tears open a portal back to their campsite, which they quickly rush out of because they could really use some damn sleep after all the info dumping they just had to sit through. on the nun sleep they were already working off of. It's fortunate that all of the tagalongs mysteriously disappeared right before the Githyanki parkour monks showed up, or the group would have so many questions they'd be stuck answering first. As he flies now, Natsu offers his old boots of jump good to Elle since he kinda doesn't need them anymore, which she accepts without a second thought since they seem pretty useful, only to immediately regret her decision once it's pointed out that wearing them will allow Karlak to jump 2 whole football fields in the wrong direction during combat now, as opposed to 1. Oh good, Lae'zel wants to talk now. Yeah, I'm on it. What is it, Lae'zel? Alright, so let me get this straight. It wasn't that Gake visitor who kept bothering our dreams that Empress Vlakith wanted you to kill inside the ancient relic. It was Prince Orpheus the entire time. Lae'zel, the annoying dream ghost that's been haunting us all, was actually an Illithid mind flayer the entire time. Don't you think that should be a bit more concerning? Saying about him. Lae'zel then completely brushes Inu off as she begins handing out exposition about Githyanki history, such as how the reason they ride dragons being that Mother Gith apparently went to hell to ask Tiamat if they could team up, before then casually mentioning that God Empress Snoke is actually the 157th Vlakith to hold the throne, despite having been on said throne for 1,000 years by this point. She then begins to describe Prince Orpheus as if he were the space honey from that one episode of Futurama by saying, 1 word from him would make people doubt, 2 words would make everyone mad at Vlakith, and 3 words would make them tell her to piss off because Orpheus is cooler than her. Having now run out of new things to talk about, Inu decides to treat everyone to a good laugh when he notices that for whatever reason, the game still has the options regarding Shadowheart Lae'zel's dialogue tree, which causes her to start talking about her beef with Shadowheart as if she were still here, despite having packed up her shit and leaving weeks ago now. With Lae'zel now devoid of any things to say, the group start wandering around camp as Inu goes to ask the remaining tagalong crew what they think about the JDG having actually been a mind flayer this whole time. Gale says they all suck as a rule, but that one Natsu talked with back in Fungus Town seemed pretty cool, so who knows. But the tagalongs that the group give enough of a damn to talk to, cough, Sogaleo, cough, now having now given their opinions on Emperor, the group set off down the trail from camp as they continue making their way to Baldur's Gate, trademark, and soon find themselves walking into a place called Rivington, after taking a moment to loot a nearby campsite of all of its valuables, of course. Not even a single step into Rivington, though, and Inu finds himself being talked to by a small child with a similar hair to his own, named Yenna, asking if any of the group have happened to see her ill mom around since she's apparently been missing ever since she took a day trip to get some herbs 10 days ago now. The knowledge that the girl's mom has been missing for nearly 2 weeks now quickly leads to everyone nervously pulling at their shirt collars, as Inu then tries to cleric away the problem by telling Yenna to ask the nearby temple for help, only for her to inform them that she already tried that, only to essentially get told to piss off because of circumstances. A word which she desperately struggles to actually pronounce correctly. Bless her probably orphan heart. Not wanting that conversation to go on longer than it needs to, Inu instead tries to strike up a conversation with Yenna's cat Grub, who is notably fucking massive for a house cat, only for Grub to turn out to be very skittish around people other than his own owner as he struggles to get out any answers through his harsh, nervous stutter. Inu then staunchly refuses to even maintain the notion of asking the scared little guy if he's like this because he's being mistreated by Yenna because he doesn't want to offend him, which has never really stopped him in the past when he's asked skittish animals that exact question, only to typically end up being told that was in fact the reason, but oh well. Which causes Karlak to immediately shove Inu's ass out of the way to ask Grub herself because of how worried she was for him, only to be told that it was in fact not the case in this instance, which is reassuring to know if nothing else. With Karlak's need to protect every friendly animal she comes across now satisfied, the group begin to walk away before they're then interrupted by Natsu going over to Yenna to toss some coins her way to help keep her alive, since her mom is very definitely dead and all that. Which completely takes Yenna off guard as she promises to pay him back somehow without really understanding that Natsu actually has infinite coin pockets sewn onto his travel pack. Inu then starts aimlessly wandering around Rivington on his own, as per usual, until he ends up stopping when he catches sight of of all things, a carnival barker security bouncer named Klaus and his tamed ghoul assistant Benji to his friends, who essentially uses a police drug dog but for sniffing out vicious murderers instead of weed. Benji, of course, only needs a single whiff of Inu to immediately know that the circus wants absolutely nothing to do with the group because they don't smell right, which is enough for Klaus to decide the group aren't getting in, even if he has no idea what the hell their brain juice smells like piss and iron is supposed to mean. Probably the brain slugs, I'd imagine. You are letting me in. I'm your new bard, so I work here. No, you aren't. We already have a bard on staff. What's their name? Viola Silverton. Doesn't matter what their name is. My bard rank is higher than theirs. Bard rank? Is that even a thing? And how would you know your bard rank is higher than our bards if you don't even know their name? Because my bard rank is higher than everyone's, meaning I'm legally allowed to take their jobs at my discretion. Have you even touched a bardology book in your life? This is beginner course level shit we're talking about here. Go right ahead then, I guess. That's what I thought. Guys, get over here. We're going to the circus. Oh, and these three are my backing players, so they get in too. Fucking bards, am I right, Benji? Pork chop sandwiches! You always get what I'm about, Benji. Having now successfully bard-splayed the group's way into being official members of the Circus of the Last Days, which is just a terrible name for your circus, Inu immediately heads over to the bard he heard about a minute ago to bard pose on the poor loser and inform them that their music illiterate ass needs to get the hell out of here by yesterday. Now content over ruining someone's entire career just to satisfy his own ego, Inu decides to go chat with the nearby mummy that happens to run the circus's face painting booth, because why not introduce himself to his new co-workers at this point? The mummy in question, Zara, turns out to not be able to speak in much else aside from angry mumbling, which causes Inu to take a peek in her head with the tech thoughts to get any idea of what she's trying to tell him, only to find Zara angrily shouting in her head about why the hell Inu hasn't already responded to her offer to buy some face paints when she asked him in basic common. I guess she can't hear herself speak despite clearly still being able to hear people respond to her. I don't get how mummies work. Inu then makes Zara's week when he responds that he would in fact like to buy some face paint, which makes her throw up her hands in pure elation that someone finally gets it, before then ignoring all of the actual face paints to buy some incredibly pink clothing dye instead. With Zara giving him a grateful bow for being the only customer she's had in who knows how long, Inu begins to make his way over to a nearby genie of all things before Natsu hastily grabs him by the collar and demands that he save the game before even thinking about speaking to the djinn in question. With the game now saved to prevent Inu from inevitably fucking up something that he shouldn't have, he walks over to see what the genie's about, and upon seeing that Akabi, Destroyer of Planes, is a djinn that's in charge of the circus's gambling attraction, Inu is instantly able to piece together exactly what this game is about without even needing to look at the dialogue choices he's given. Inu, of course, being who he is, however, immediately throws money to spin the wheel despite knowing full well that it's rigged to hell and back, only for the game to tell him point blank mid-spin, yeah, no shit, it's rigged, dumbass. You're a warlock. You should have already known that. Now confident that he can find a way to swindle the swindling djinn out of a grand prize, Inu finally commits to spending as much time as necessary to figure out a way for him to pull it off, only for Natsu to sheepishly point out from the sidelines that it'd be better for literally anyone that isn't Inu to win here, which of course only serves to make Inu commit even harder to doing it himself. On the next spin, however, Natsu somehow manages to fail a sleight of hand check on Akabi that went so spectacularly wrong that it actually temporarily broke the universe and caused the screen to turn completely black for a solid 15 seconds as the game tried to figure out how to handle him getting caught while Inu was actively speaking with the djinn. This bout of attempted thievery leading into the universe, trying to delete the group from existence over a very mundane crime, unfortunately then leads the group to remembering Robert Ulysses Bindle and how much the shitty world of DOS 2 absolutely despised any and all attempts he made to pull his incredibly high theming skills to use by automatically perma-aggroing the entire fucking town's worth of NPCs to murder the entire group on sight anytime he so much as moved an object from several closed rooms away in situations where he should have been completely fucking imperceptible to any of them to begin with.
Yeah.
Another botched pickpocket attempt later despite how incredibly low the check is apparently meant to be, leads to a now thoroughly nettled Natsu to march his way back to camp just to get a different piece of armor to wear in order to boost his dex up enough so that the game will stop mocking him like this. With Natsu actually passing the check this time to pickpocket this pocketless genie bastard, Inu is finally given an option to cheat the wheel, which allows him to make Akabi get so distracted yapping about how cool Akabi is that he doesn't even remember to nudge the wheel over once it lands on the jackpot wedge. Fed up over having gotten played like this, Akabi then decides that as punishment for someone actually winning the definitely not at all rigged roulette wheel, that he'd do Inu a favor by sending him on an all-expenses-paid trip to Jurassic fucking Park, as he soon finds himself landing flat on his ass not even 10 feet away from a goddamn velociraptor. With the big secret about who really funds this circus now being revealed, Inu quick loads back to before his surprise flight, only to find that this game has no idea how quick loads work, when it decides that they apparently just load whatever the most recent save happened to be, regardless of the type of save it was. Once Inu finally finds a save that takes him back to the circus, Natsu decides that he is the one who shall go out with Raptor Sarge on Island Nublar, only for the game to suddenly freak the fuck out and shove Inu into an infinite void loading screen the second Natsu touched down in the jungle. And with Natsu maybe still being where he has to be to find a cool trident with an unpronounceable name, presumably, the session ends with Inu having to Alt F4 his way out of the game as the group take the following week off for the holidays, which gives Bio the time he needs to write the entire recap and post, if that wasn't already incredibly obvious by this point, the night stroke morning before the next stream, because he's prone to procrastinating when he isn't in a specific creative mindset. Yeah, writing 11 and a half pages the morning of, probably not the best idea there, bud. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Oh boy.
All right. Am I good to start wandering around killing dinosaurs?
Yeah, dude, you do you. I'm surprised you weren't doing that while we were like fucking recapping, honestly.
Casey died.
Well,
Maybe?
no, more so just because I wasn't sure if you wanted to watch everything that was going on over here, and I didn't want to deprive stream of that.
Yeah, I am now focused on your camera. Where the hell even are you on the map?
Somewhere that we
instance.
can't get otherwise.
Oh,
You've been standing there for fucking half an hour, and as soon as I start approaching, that's when you move.
well, yeah, obviously.
Come here, you little shit. You're gonna die.
Oops.
It doesn't appear dead. Now it's dead.
Oh, what else are you in combat with? I was only in combat with one thing before. What's in combat? Oh, this one over here. Okay. Hmm.
Wow, the game really doesn't like me flipping back and forth.
You never bothered checking the word count because you knew it was going to be too long regardless. I didn't check the word count either. I just checked the page count. It was 11 and a half.
All right, come over here and fight me. That was a mistake.
Oh, hey, by the way, Bio, we finally got snow, so you're not alone now. Driving to work this morning was fucking miserable. Somebody managed to, like,
Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one.
spin out, crunch in the front of their car on a dividing wall, and then be facing the wrong direction on the interstate with a car that wasn't going to move. So everything was down to like 5 miles an hour in a 55, which was great.
It was so fun.
Well, now let's turn around. Catch up.
It was apparently bad enough that it was still there when Sarge went past 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in combat with two other things. Let's use the crit. Smite. Yep.
You know what's really fascinating is watching on with your screen, I can't see the dinosaurs until you start combat with them. And as soon as you kill them, they also cease to exist.
That's funny.
Like, I see you sneaking around, and I'm like, what is he sneaking towards? And then you stab, and suddenly there's a dinosaur. And then the dinosaur dies, and its body just blinks out of existence.
They are both down there. Okay, well, let's take a range shot.
You certainly can't prove it by the stream, my dude. And you still can't, because I can't rotate the camera, or it'll send me back, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, that's fine.
Can I rotate the camera? Oh, I can. Never mind. I can rotate the camera. I just can't move the camera.
Okay, so you're gonna have to jump up here.
There's
Oh, I guess you can't jump. so I guess
there's
you just
nothing
go.
there. It's so funny. There's literally no dinosaur on, like,
Okay, that
visible
is a
right now.
I'm on a
horrifying
loading
statement.
screen.
I think I have you all
You have
just
to reboot
waste
the
another
game.
turn running towards me. I want to
Wait,
get close enough
Did
where
you
I
just
can
say you
get
have
to
to
you.
reboot the game?
Yep.
Oh boy.
I went to go see, and then I accidentally.
Pressed the movement buttons on the map or on the
Oh,
Move the camera, and then it went back to a loading
Huh,
screen.
I didn't think they'd be able to get me from there.
and Wouldn't get off of it, so
You know, I saw you fall down, but I still don't see the dinosaur that attacked you.
I'm not gonna lie, Bio. The thought of ghost raptors, or even just invisible raptors, that is horrifying.
Schizophrenia is the side effect of becoming half illithid.
Worth
Well,
it.
I guess that just means Natsu's half the man he used to be? I mean, considering you're now part illithid, you most certainly are half the man you used to be.
Okay, that's 4 dinos dead, and I'm still at full health.
Again, we'll have to take your word for it.
Well, I can see he's at full health. Although
No,
You
on the 4 dinos dead part, I should
you
really
did lose
clarify.
part of your temporary HP during that last fight, so technically you took damage.
Yeah, but I didn't leave full health.
I'll give you that.
I
You,
didn't say that. I
you
didn't
left
take
full
damage, so-
temporary health.
Yeah, sure.
Because it did say 2 out of 9 temporary health. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, the portal's all the way over there. Whatever will I do? Yoink. Oh no, a locked chest. Whatever will I do?
yoink. Public is joining your game, sure.
Put graceful cloth on.
Man, if Sarge was there, he could have just knocked the chest open.
Lockpick. DC 20, you say? Okay.
This movie's nuts.
I do have the necklace with guidance. Okay. So let's put guidance on myself. Okay. Alright, I have a minimum bonus of 5, so I got it.
Unless you crit fail. Always a
No,
5% chance.
I rolled a 15, so I
Oh.
knew that I had it. There it is. Nyrulna. Fuck yeah.
Gesundheit.
Now, was there anything else in this area? I think this is the only big thing, but this is the only time we can come in here. So I need to double check. Is there anything over here? There's some mushrooms on the ground, but those are mushrooms that we've gotten from a bunch of other places on the map.
Oh yeah, that's
Isn't-
the trident that does the explodey thunder damage thing, right?
Yeah. Is there anything over here? Doesn't appear to be. Is there anything up here? No. Okay, so it might just be the one spear, and that might be it. Yeah, And the bone cap over here. Ooh. Okay, what's this back here? Dead adventure.
Quite the area, what the fuck?
skeleton. Scroll of force of magic missile. Okay. Anything out? No, that's where I already killed some dinosaurs. Okay, nothing out that way. Couple of things on you. Journey through the jungle. I think I hear another dinosaur nearby. Back here? No. Oh yeah, there's a sleeping one up there.
Not for long.
Correct.
Man, if only there was some kind of like item that would allow you. It could be paired with like between 1 and 3 other similar items that would allow you to teleport to any of the other ones.
Yeah, if only.
That'd be pretty cool.
It would be. Shame the game didn't think of that.
Yeah, right?
Shame that they've never thought of that once before in their lives.
I feel like those devs could, really take a page out of that, do something with it.
Yeah. Stuff over here. Including a thing called Don't Mess with Jins. I've learned my lesson. Pa used to tell me I needed to stop with the tricks, that I'd meet someone who I couldn't fool someday, and that I'd have to pay more than a couple drinks to be forgiven. When those miners kicked me out of Nashkel with nothing but my shorts, I thought that was the worst I could get. It wasn't. Rock bottom isn't when forgiveness is hard gained. It's when you've laughed, threatened, begged, and cried, and they still won't let it go. I shouldn't have taken that Ginny's shinies. I shouldn't have tweaked his wheel, and I shouldn't have rubbed it in his face. I've learned my lesson, Pa. Too late. Oh well.
Sucks to be him.
Ooh. A ring. Band of the Mystic Scoundrel. After hitting a creature with a weapon attack, you can cast illusion or enchantment spells as a bonus action. That's cool. Okay, glad I looked around a little bit more then. There was a little bit more to be had. But I do believe now that that is this whole area, so I should be good to come back and join the main group.
So is that like an at-will power, or is that just...
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I'm back. Outside the outhouses.
So now you're back from outer space.
From Dino Space.
That too.
Have to keep going.
Time to attempt to locate more people to interact with.
I wonder if he says anything if I interact with him after he sent me away.
Hello?
How did the
Why are you
despicable
attempting to
creature
climb me?
enjoy her
I'm not a
vacation?
cat tree.
Had a lot of fun, actually. Thanks. Wait, I won the jackpot. Give it to me. wait.
Do it! Do it!
You have my ring. That is reward enough.
That ring was a
Now
piece
be
of shit.
gone. Akabi is bored of you. Akabi is tired of the Wheel of Wonders. He is now closed.
I need a quick word.
Akabi is tired of the Wheel.
Okay. But, what if I'm a different person? Shapeshift into, yeah, sure.
A bucket of water.
Hello.
Akabi
Damn
is
it.
tired.
Akabi is Akabi is tired.
I mean, usually that would work, right? Like,
Yeah.
usually just turning into somebody else would solve the problem, but
Yeah.
not today. But hold on, there's a second. This is a second bard, isn't it? Yeah, because we came in on the other side. This is a different bard to the one that I embarrassed before. What are you playing? Bard dance?
Yep. Performance failed. How?
What?
Well, they're
we
not
need
getting
performance
paid, and
failure.
I stole all of their onlookers anyway, so
Yeah.
that's all that mattered.
Okay.
Boney and Stony,
Bony and Stony.
co-owners of Stony and Boney's Bespoke Creations.
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab,
Yeah.
dreary?
Yeah.
You have come to the right place.
Hell
Browse
yeah.
our bespoke Stony and Bony creations, or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our
Statue.
most sought-after service.
Hmm.
How much money do we need a statue?
I would like a statue of myself for my camp.
Yeah.
My wife
5,000.
shall
Alright, hold on.
be
Let me go get the money and give it to you.
Customs are her favorite,
Go
particularly
back to
when
camp.
their facial
Yes,
structure
please.
is as unique as yours.
Oh yeah. Now that I'm not in combat area, I can put Mighty Cloth back on so I can have increased carrying capacity. Now I need the money.
Well, I'll still have
Hold
to
on,
leave.
hold on.
I'll have to leave the conversation. I don't think the options is gonna populate if I suddenly have enough money.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Split off 5,000 gold. And then send 5,000 gold to... Where is... Shelley?
All right.
Okay,
No, I'm quite warm.
money is not in your inventory.
Ah, the adventurer returns.
Yes, I want a statue of myself. I said that before, but I just didn't have enough money on me.
Delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when their facial structure is as unique as yours.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that on account of, YouTube.
Yeah, no.
I would absolutely pick that otherwise, but no, we'll just do night clothes, like casual camp clothes.
Fine.
Tremendous. Stony, darling, let us put this towards our getaway in the Moonshay Isles.
Ooh, the
I'll
Moonshay
have
Isles.
your statue shipped to your camp. You shall love it. We guarantee it.
Hell yeah.
I am encouraged.
Yay, you encouraged a local artist.
Oh. Well, that's...
That's that.
Wait, I think he has other inventory though, right?
He does have an
Ah,
actual
the
shop inventory as
adventurer-
well, yes.
Oh, you shall be thrilled
Ah, we
and
can only get
delighted.
one
I
statue.
knew it.
Ah, boo!
They've got a bunch of potion ingredients though.
Ooh, neato.
Or maybe not one. Oh no, it's one potion ingredient. Some potion ingredients, but mostly a bunch of like rare gems and whatnot.
I mean, one is kind of like a bunch.
But then three spell scrolls related to stone. Scroll of flesh to stone, scroll of stone skin, scroll of wall of stone.
Never seen before one. Hungry? Want a Treato? I has lots of Treatos.
right.
And magics and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice.
Well, that's nice for you. What do you have in your inventory?
Yes! I has lots of stuff.
Where's the option to make
Yes.
something my packed weapon? There it is.
Does making that thing your packed weapon even, like, give you any tangible benefit?
Yeah, it makes the attack and damage based off my charisma instead
Ah!
of my strength.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense.
Which doesn't matter when I have a
Wait, is it
elixir
exclusive?
of hill giant strength right now, but
Does it exclusively make it based off of, like, if it would normally be based off, like, because if you were
Bye-bye
doing it
now.
as a thrown weapon,
Come
surely it
back
would be
to Papa
dexterity,
Sue.
right?
I don't know.
Magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free.
Oh, packed weapons actually can't be thrown.
Oh, well, that's gonna ruin the entire point of the weapon, isn't it?
No,
Get your
it still does piercing damage when I use a melee attack with it.
Yeah, but I thought the thing was that it was, like, it explodes on impact when it's thrown, right?
I'm not using it for that.
Oh. What did I miss about it? Because that seemed like the primary thing.
It's a +3 weapon. It ups my movement speed and jump distance by 3 meters, which is insane. If we were doing an evil playthrough, I can combine it with the ball armor to do just absurdly high damage because everything that I would attack would become weak to piercing damage, which is what this thing deals. That's usually what it's used for.
Okay, yeah. Which is, like, on a first glance, right? You look at it, you're like, oh, it does cool shit if you throw it, and then it explodes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I,
no, it
like,
is
I
a really
kind
cool
of kind of naturally assumed that was the plan for it.
Yeah, no, it is a really cool throwing weapon, but it also has the potential to just be the highest smiting weapon in the game if we were doing an evil playthrough. Okay, let me talk to...
Ah, the advent. Oh, you shall be thrilled.
Oh, sorry,
and
I was just going back
delighted.
into that
I
for
know it.
inventory stuff. Don't
Oh.
worry about it.
Gotcha. Can I just... no? That's interesting. There's a locked gate over here. It seems to lead to some kind of villa and also a graveyard. That's interesting.
Mr. Hag, miss her stink.
Lucretius, bringer of the night.
Hmm.
Ah, Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah, and Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up.
I'm sorry, are you actually using necromancy for a circus act? I mean, I'm not judging. I'm down for this.
We are decades from that. I hope they could open for dribbles. Not that my star needs the support, but at this rate, who knows? Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage. but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling.
All right.
Aw, they called me darling.
Get it right this time, or I'll resurrect
And Itchy and Scratchy are running around in the tent.
So they are.
All right, Popper, what do you got?
I has
Ah, another locked gate leading.
Yes,
into this.
another elixir of cloud giant strength. Let's go.
Kind of cute.
Wait, you jumped down. Why are you complaining now? It's because I replaced you with a tin of fucking cashews.
Yeah.
That sounds like something
Yeah.
Keith would get angry about.
It's like, excuse
Daddy.
me, I got out of your lap and you put a fucking tin of cashews there.
Yeah, how dare.
Maybe later, Peanut.
So
He doesn't
rude.
look too good.
I think he looks
Hi, welcome
Ooh.
back.
This one has a bunch of alchemy ingredients on it.
Oh, guys, I found a Karen.
Don't get too
No!
close, or Crimson here might decide you look tasty.
Oh, that's a cool fucking pair of gloves.
I don't like the kitty. She looks scary.
Hunger. My stomach screams. Press your flesh through bars. And blood breaks.
Oh.
Outlander, primary needs.
The fuck did you feed it?
I don't know. It didn't give me an option to choose, so I assume it just pulled something out of camp storage. I inspired Karlak by feeding a dinosaur.
The egg! I'm just kidding.
Did
I
he
have
feed
no
him
idea
the
what it
egg?
ate.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea what it ate.
No, me neither.
They have a displacer beast. Shadow whiskers.
It was not the owlbear egg. It was not the spider egg sac. And it was not my child, so that's all that matters.
I just placed a beast.
My time comes. I will show you. All of you.
Huh.
Well, have fun, Karlak.
Fuck. 10? I got this.
It never didn't have those.
Woo!
Look. See. The crowd. They laugh. They shine with innocence. But it is a lie. Every one of you is vicious. Cruel. You kill my mate. Steal my cubs. I roar. Break my cage. And then you die. You all die.
Wow. Examine the cage.
Examine the cage.
Oh. -1.
What?
You just gotta roll a 16. It's fine. See, you never didn't
Well,
have
19.
that.
Sure, roll that.
Never didn't have it.
That works. That works, yep.
While the cage is sturdy, the lock is old. It could be jammed shut, so not even a key could open it.
What?
Soon.
Gonna do.
Uh, sorry.
No, you aren't.
Get Angie.
I thought you a hunter. Wrong. You're prey. Small, sniveling, pathetic.
Wow. I didn't even do anything to you. That's just rude. Dribbles the clown. And Bitey Buddy.
What would have happened if I just let her do her thing?
She would have killed everyone, she said.
Or try to. See, that would have also included us.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why?
Ooh.
Why? Because with him, anything is possible.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My
About
word.
a scarecrow who lost a fight.
Wait, this is me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh god.
Of course you're dealing with the pun guy.
Apparently Dribbles
He got the
is...
stuffing kicked out of him.
Hey!
That sounds like a straw man argument.
Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time.
You
but
don't even fucking laugh.
I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer
is just
with
clowning
nerves
around.
of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be?
Sarge.
Who?
Not me,
Oh, that just
unfortunately.
sounded ominous.
Runs through your very being. Your patron does not
Ooh.
trust this clown. Not one bit.
Uh-oh.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, you have
Okay.
to know what you're up against before you then commit to it anyway.
Jesus Christ!
I
A
couldn't
5
see the
and a
roll.
6?
Ooh. Oh, that's what inspiration's for.
That sounds like Sarge.
Ouch! A 13 and a 14. The DC is a 25.
Wow.
Damn.
Better get to rolling. Did you take like guidance from any of us or anything? Or?
It gives me no options.
Huh.
It is literally just wisdom, insight proficiency, and great old one giving me advantage. And thank you, Nat 20. Jesus Christ.
Yay.
Your patron's true sight does not reveal any simple glamours or illusions at play. It does, however, pick up something else. The clown's eyes are brimming with evil intent.
Come now!
Melissa!
Don't be a cowardly Connie! Perhaps you need a little encouragement! Now! Up! Double sharp! Or poor Buddy here might think you don't like him.
Oh, let's find out.
I was gonna say, I was like, so what you gonna do?
Round
Uh-oh.
of applause for the stalwart heart!
I mean, like, I'm just standing in the distance like, damn it, that should have been my bad decision to make.
That should have been me! Not her! Me!
Now, I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique. Tell me, what makes you
Oh, no.
special?
Uh-oh.
Perception failed.
Yeah, that's the one I was laughing at.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
No. I don't care about your special friends.
But it's a
I'm
special friend
talking
with
about
benefits.
You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why? You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you.
Praise the absolute.
Oh,
Yes.
how'd you fail that perception check?
Oh,
Eh.
hey, the
Look,
animal.
the Displacer Beast could.
The animal tamer
Yeah.
is also hostile. Good thing the displacer beast can't get out, huh?
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Who do I want to attack?
Well, there seems to be somebody prone on the stage up there. They'd probably be easy to hit.
I already have advantage on all of my attacks. I got the
Oh
risky ring.
no. The clown is listed as a doppelganger.
Hmm?
Yeah, look at the description.
Oh, yeah.
Monstrosity,
Oh, yeah.
Lovely doppelganger, the master of puns and punchlines.
Whenever this weapon lands a critical hit, both target and attacker have to succeed a wisdom saving throw or be affected by fits of laughter. Multi-attack morphic ambush can multi-attack if the target is ambushed. Oh, clown face paint affected by hideous laughter.
Wow, this dude's minimum stat is a 14.
Well, don't be mean to my friend. Yep, we're gonna look at the Far Realm stat, and we're gonna Divine Smite level 3.
Well, he seems to still be alive.
Man, Ronald McDonald did not take it well after Grimace left.
He's not alive anymore. Do I not get Great Weapon Master even though I'm wielding this with 2 hands?
Well, it's
No.
not a two-handed weapon, so that makes sense.
But I'm wielding it with 2 hands though.
That doesn't make it a two-handed weapon. That makes it a versatile weapon that you're wielding in 2 hands. Which it's still a one-handed weapon inherently.
Huh, well that's lame. I'll probably swap back to my other weapon then. I was really looking forward to the movement bonus from this too.
Oh, right, I have
What
to
is
hit
with
this
bio?
button.
Well, couldn't you, like,
It's-
I don't know, respec and take something else that gave you damage with, like, one-handed weapons?
Yeah, I probably could. They rolled a 20.
They did roll a 20.
Wowzers. What I was going to say, Bio, was it's not even so much that I'm a dumbass, it's my god, my roll luck is still fucked.
A game not letting specifically Natsu have fun shenanigans? Who'd have guessed? Yeah, you fucking right.
You fucking what, mate?
You fucking what, mate? Meat of the game. Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Ah, fuck. Can't believe you've done this.
Well, maybe this will be a good Karlach weapon then. I know that you've already had the Gif Yankee sword for the entire game, but
Damage on it
At least-
doesn't seem to stack up from when I was looking at it.
yeah. It's real good for a throw build, but Karlach's not doing a throw build right now. Hello. Goodbye.
Shapeshifter. At least we didn't
Apparently no one wants to talk about it. Okay. We don't talk about it.
I mean, it's like Bruno. You just it's politer not to speak of it.
You got anything to say about it, buddy?
You fight good. Doppelganger, not so good.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, another bard. How many bards are in this damn circus?
You can never have enough bards. There's a survival check back here.
He has tossed a coin to his to his bard.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
Oh, valley of plenty.
Note from Business Lord Popper. A dead rat.
Zenthino, Master of Love.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh.
Violence erupts here. My home. My refuge in this city of stone and steel.
Oh baby.
Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also
Poison Ivy, is that you?
blazing like the
I'm in.
sun. You're in love,
Considering you're not on screen, no, you aren't
are
in.
you not?
Sure.
You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira.
That leaf is very close to making this not stream appropriate.
Both of them are.
I would look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Okay.
Well, was there supposed to be something else?
I don't know. She just stopped talking to me. Hello?
You return, Stira.
Oh,
Shall
there
I
it is.
look into your
Well, do you have your lover with you?
You and your beloved both, and see if your love will
Well,
stand the test of time.
100 coins are required.
Why do you keep calling me Stira?
Forgive me. I had not realized. My beloved,
Uh-oh.
before she died, was a woman of great strength and fortitude. I called her Stira in our quiet moments. You remind me of her.
The fiery red hair, the missing eye.
Well, anyway, yeah, I have somebody in mind, but apparently I need to have Gal here, so let me go get him.
Wait with a heart full and happy, eager to begin.
Anyway, bye. We'll never speak of this again.
Okay, bye.
My skellies will take forever to clean this place up.
Hey, Crimson, you doing okay?
You freed me from hunger's lust.
I sure did.
Forgive me. I was close to killing you, killing everyone. I am ashamed.
Oh my god, it's such a spectacularly awful idea.
Let him out?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You can, but I will not cross the threshold. The circus is my family. They rescued me when I was but a youngling. They did not starve me. The other did. He wore the face of Dribbles, but the scent of a stranger. He taunted me, waving bloodied rags under my nose. My mind was worn from the hunger. Thank you for calming me before I hurt my family.
Oh.
Aww.
Aww.
I feel even
Aw.
better that we killed the imposter.
You're such a sweetheart, Crimson.
Also, Lucretia just came over here to come see what the commotion was.
Ah, Lucretius, what's up?
And why was your clown a doppelganger?
Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude.
I mean, it's not breaking a mime, but it is a rare treat.
If that's your idea of fun, darling, you and I are going to get along swimmingly. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus, but I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say?
All right. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing says that we have to find Dribbles alive.
Yeah, I'll look for him.
That's the spirit,
We're not
darling.
going to.
And remember, I look after those who make me happy.
We're gonna find him in about 5
Good luck.
different places.
Thanks ever so much.
Oh, you know, he's there. There.
A little bit over there,
There.
too.
Over there.
What?
Too
Too
soon.
soon.
Man, I'm missing Dribbles.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I'm
I'm
pretty.
literally missing Dribbles. Dribbles isn't here.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of the fans for this game consider finding all of the body parts like one of the most convoluted quests in this game.
Sounds like fun.
Well, so much for your locked door. See ya. Stupid locked door. You thought that would keep me out? Joke's on you. I can't read.
Oh, you mean this thing?
I mean, I mentioned it before, but like,
Are you talking about this thing over here?
neither of the lockpicks wanted to do anything about it at the time.
I mean, you don't have to lockpick it to get around it, so
Yeah.
why bother?
I found a way around it.
Oh, right. I have knock. Jesus Christ.
Lockpicking stuff can potentially piss people off. And if there's a way around, why do it?
I completely forgot that I have knock.
We even mentioned it earlier.
We sure did.
He must have thought we were talking about raptor size.
Dear,
when we
what
were
the
talking
hell
about
are you
knocking the
doing?
chest.
Don't worry about it. Entertain myself.
Why are you being whipped by the cat?
I'm sorry. You wanna-
Karlak is killing the displacer beast.
Why? How did it get out of the cage, Karlak?
She broke the door. Intentionally.
I just suddenly saw the side like, Shadow Whiskers has whipped. Shadow Whiskers has whipped. I'm sorry, why is the angry kitty whipping Karlak? Answer, Karlak apparently likes whips. Got it. I'm gonna just go over here
Why
and
is this
stare at
door
the gate.
red? Who's
Because
gonna
we're
get
not
angry
supposed to
if we
go
open
in
this?
there, probably. I mean,
Who's gonna get angry? if
I don't
we
know,
open
but we
the
are
door?
behind a locked door. Surely I could just talk my way out of it by being extremely, like, charismatic, right?
Is anyone even in there?
I don't see anybody yet.
Mm.
Going in. Open,
Open
hand,
hand
temple. Well, there's a bunch of
Huh.
locked chests around the place.
There sure are.
Get on it, Mr. Lockpick.
Yep. Only a DC 10? There's gonna be nothing in here. It's gonna be absolute garbage.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's our absolute
Rags and a
garbage
candle.
now.
No, I'm not grabbing that. I'm not wasting my time with rags and a candle to put in my inventory and never do anything with it ever again.
Yeah, but don't we get, like, experience for lockpicking stuff?
I'm lockpicking. I'm saying I'm not wasting, like... I mean, it's technically it would be wasting inventory space, but I'm not gonna fucking bother grabbing a natural one on a DC you motherfucker. Thank you. Dear God.
Okay, so looking at the map, now I know where you are.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the
told-
map. I'm the map.
I told you we were behind the locked door that didn't get
Wait,
unlocked earlier.
Oh, that's why I don't have my fucking decks.
Good here, I hope.
Okay, that I was like, why am I fucking failing these?
I don't have
'Cause
my
I-
fucking.
Let's see what this does.
Because I don't have my dex boosting gear on, which means I also need to put a bunch of this money away.
Huh.
There we go.
For some reason, that door was illegal to open, but this one up here is totally fine. I found a guy up here, by the way.
Neat.
Don't worry, he's in public spaces, so it should be fine.
Didn't I have? I do. There we go. It would help if I would remember all of my gear that helps me lockpick things. Yep, look at that.
Sister Rose the Penitent is standing.
Investigation failed.
Is standing
Huh?
over some person called Father Lorgan on a bed. Time to go investigate this. Hello, Sister Rose.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day.
I'm undergoing delayed illithid ceramorphosis.
You'd interrupt me for something like that? Just rub a bit of aloe on.
Lady, I don't think that's
Now,
gonna
if you'll
work.
Excuse me. I've got a dead high priest to see to.
She's off the fucking chain.
Oh, well, who's the priest?
Father Lorgan. You've not heard? One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone.
Here.
I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lorgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury. Please, leave me be.
Okay. How mad do you think she's going to be? What? No target? Fuck you, no target. There's a corpse right there. Oh, no. There we go.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Alright. Who killed you?
Dwarf, dressed in red.
Why?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Okay, where were you attacked?
Comes from the cellar. Refuge.
What were you doing when you died?
Hiding Brilgor from fists.
Why?
Where?
Is that 3 or 4 questions that I've asked so far? Did it count the one that he didn't answer?
I'm not sure.
Took him to the tunnel with the rest. Oh, fool.
The spell's power.
Yeah, it did count the one that he didn't know an answer to.
More questions.
Damn it. So how did you feel about me animating your dead priest body for a chat?
Please, leave.
You just straight up didn't care. Neat. Help the
Oh,
spirit.
right, the spirit.
What?
I forgot about the spirit. That amulet that we picked up in the Underdark in Act 1.
Right, yes. I've still got it on me. But what does it have to
Yeah,
do with anything right
We've
now?
reached the open hand temple. We should look for the spirit's granddaughter, Shira Clarwin.
Oh, okay. Keep an eye out.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave.
Why are you packing up your kitchen?
Soup kitchen's no good if we've no one to feed soup to.
Huh.
Besides, Father Lorgan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it. Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees. But I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought. Look, I need to finish up here.
Secret tunnel.
Not a clue. Rivington's riddled with old smugglers' tunnels and the like. I wouldn't go poking around in them if I were you.
Well, you're not me, so guess what, bud? I'm going poking around in the secret tunnels.
Sounded like a threat to me, though.
Did sound like a threat, I agree. We don't take kindly to threats around these parts. Tend to respond to threats with wanton violence.
Yes, and I want on violence.
Climbing a tower. No idea where this tower goes, but I am sure as hell climbing it. Also, did I just run through that ladder? Ooh. I can clang a bell, you guys.
Clang.
I can pick up a body. Brilgor.
Why are you grave robbing?
There's a body. You can pick it up.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I left him in his casket.
Cinnamon roll? Don't mind if I do.
What? Someone steal your sweet roll? Valeria, Sleuth of Helun. Sister Yanis.
Oh.
Enough, Yanis.
Hello.
Look, investigate.
Oh my god, a flying elephant.
Baldur might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest.
No. He was hiding the guy at the time. Brilgor did not do it.
Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
No.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater.
Well, my god
Yeah,
would, you know, like, fucking permit that shit, so I'm sure yours will
I
too.
suppose you're right.
Yeah.
But the crying one has much more on his plate than curse words, given what just happened here.
Ah yes, Father Lorgan's passing.
It wasn't just Father Lorgan. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder, and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target.
There's more afoot
More
here.
afoot here.
Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence.
Can you tell me where Shira Clarwin's hiding?
I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid.
Oh, is she dead?
Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit.
Oh, don't worry. We know how to make the dead chat.
Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really.
You mean like talking to the murder victim?
Okay, where's the
Chares's
investigator?
caress would be my best bet.
Because
That's the
tight.
usual haunt after closing a case.
Well,
I
best
really
be on my
hope we
way.
find something. For all our sakes.
Don't you worry, lady. I am the best at being a bard, so I'm sure I'll figure something out. And we got some of that inspiration back that Sarge used earlier.
Yay!
Yay! Hello, other people in the temple. Tell me things.
We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out?
Oh, he was murdered, or that's what I heard anyway.
No, he died.
Lorcan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Was he protecting the absolutists? The world may never know.
Novice Bramble, what do you have
Crying
for
one
me?
weeps today. Our Father Lorgan is dead. Murdered.
Uh-huh. What happened?
I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
You're being kind of shifty right now. Not gonna lie. Here I'm trying to investigate a murder, and you're like, nah, man, I don't want to be part of this. Seems kind of shifty to me.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Oh, I'm being suspicious. I'm being super suspicious. Has anybody found the way down into the crypts yet?
Go back into the kitchen.
Oh, it's in the kitchen? Okay.
There's a hatch door.
Sorry, just trying to get my bearings here. That's the kitchen. Ah! I see it. Boy, they've had a thief down here. All their shit is empty.
Oh dear, I unlocked the other gate, which, given all the open doors, we can safely move inside, it looks like.
Should send these books to Inu.
Find the crime scene. Do you suppose this is the crime scene?
Maybe.
Yeah,
How did you even get over there?
Wouldn't you like to know?
We came down a ladder.
Not you.
Oh.
She's wondering how I got inside. So there is... Control? No, not control. I went through the gate over here. I figured, since the one door was red, I might as well use knock on the other gate and see if it leads me where we would want to go.
Oh, you're okay. So you're talking about this gate. Huh.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I failed a perception check in here.
Oh, how did I end up over? Okay, whatever.
Linster Sunseeker. Okay, that's not the right guy. Okay, I found Shira Clarwin.
Faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh.
DC 20.
Thou might be, alas.
Alright, let's put the guidance necklace back on.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
He appears to
the
have possessed
fuck?
Shira.
Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
Okay. What are the consequences? So that I know how stupid this is before I say yes.
Oh boy. Might want to add some guidance to yourself if possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I just don't feel like it. Never didn't have that. That 20,
the monk
baby.
himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Wisdom, you say? I'm a
something, Queen of Bad
I'm a
Decisions,
charisma caster. What do I give a fuck about? Give me the madness!
Your muscles tingle and your mouth twitches as the laughing madness spreads through you. The madness tugs at your mind, prods in places best left untouched. You feel your wisdom begin to drain.
Oh.
Except being his.
Wait a second, you could do illithid wisdom to make the parasite absorb it? Really?
Oh, what does that do?
Well, I don't know, but it doesn't get rid of my parasite, and then it's just like being part. No help from the parasites.
Okay. I was curious if it would result in something silly, but...
Never didn't have that.
You remain wise as ever, even as Shah's madness spreads outward. You giggle, struck by the absurdity of the moment. A spirit hiding inside an amulet has brought you to the body of his granddaughter and possessed it. Outrageous. Ridiculous. Once again, you feel your wisdom draining away. Hilarious. What is it?
Never didn't have this.
Oh boy.
The urge to laugh dwindles. And you can't help but chuckle. You withstood the monk's madness and earned Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yo.
The Neldra's hilarious end. Oh boy.
I was gonna say the Neldra's hilarious end.
My friend, forgive me, for this mind was not mine own. May laughter be thy gift, never thy curse. The morning lord calls.
Canst thou feel the warmth of his blessing? This is not my final twilight, but a new dawn. Farewell.
Bye.
The corpse is an empty husk once more.
Goodbye.
The monk, liberated from madness, is finally at peace.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
Well,
You're inspired.
Can't target undead, can't target undead, can't target undead. Oh man, I can't target any of these dead people to try to talk with them. Fucking bullshit.
Huh.
What's in here?
Apparently triggering that cutscene broke me. I was in the middle of doing a successful lockpick, and it kind of won't let me stop.
You just gotta keep on picking. Well, I didn't succeed on a perception in here.
Trap.
I did.
Be cautious.
Turns out there's a trap on that display case.
Well, I can't move or do anything, so it doesn't matter.
Save relog?
Did shoving you help?
I mean, I'm not doing the motion anymore, but I still can't move. Save, reload?
Sure.
And suddenly the game does not load.
Y'all ready for Lotus Infinitum to follow us
Yep.
from DOS 2? Was that DOS 2 or was that Celesta? Bio, which one was Lotus Infinitum?
Celesta?
The last,
By the way, mind
that
the
did it to us a number of times.
mind the trap.
DC 20 on the disarm. Okay.
Oh.
I have to roll a 4 on the D4. No, I had 2.
Boy, I picked up a lot of books.
Okay, let's use some inspiration, please. There we go. What's in here? All that for an elixir of dark vision? Wow.
Wow, well now you can see in the dark. That's something.
I already could. I'm a fucking drow.
Okay, so I have an entire library's worth of books in my pocket. Y'all ready for story time?
Yeah, story time.
Note from Business Lord Popper. Hi, Ratty. Sorry for killing you, but you, Popper, wanted the tasty hand you found. Lots of love, Popper. Good note.
Indeed.
The Hells Unleashed. 9 steps to his infernal throne. This chapter lists each of the Hell's 9 layers and their rulers, and the character of the associated ritual item required to scry but a glimpse of it. Avernus is Archduchess Zariel, Heliotrope, encasing shard of bone. Dis, Archduke Dispatter, one ore of infernal iron. Minoros, Archduke Mammon, single gold coin petrified in acrid peat. Phlegathos, Archduchess Fierna, and her father Archduke Belial, everburn ash, perfectly balanced on a scale of stone. Stygia, Archduke Levistus, a single coal-black eye frozen in a shard of its own tears. Malbolge, Archduchess Glazia, a coronet stained with blood of 3 rightful rulers, but it has to be a chocolate coronet, and the question is, which end do you start with? Maldamini is Archduke Balzabul, Gorian fly fed fat with the petitioner's blood. Whatever. Cania, Archduke Mephistopheles, a singular and precious text burned. And Nessus, Lord Asmodeus, all known substances result in immediate disappearance of petitioner. Don't try to scry an Asmodeus or you fucking die. Always hungry. I hear them. Hunting. Hungry. Always hungry. I'm safe for now, but it's only a matter of time before they find me. Why did I argue with that stupid loudmouth Jin? I thought he was just a showboating idiot. I never imagined he'd send me to Chult. I read stories about this place as a child. Thought it was a wondrous land teeming with exotic beasts, but it's a hellscape of venomous snakes, insects, and scaled monsters that hunt me day and night. I've kept them at bay with wits and magic, but I can't keep it up. The monsters guard a portal. Where it leads, I don't know, but even if I find myself in the fires of Avernus, I will claw my way out of it, find that circus, and burn it to the ground.
Wee.
Well, alrighty then, Chief.
The wonders of Phandalin? Sarge, Phandalin.
Oh.
In this year, 950 Doctor, there can be hardly any more prosperous and unfortunate town than Phandalin. Vandelver's pact has brought prosperity to this land, splitting the wonders of Wave Echo Cave between gnomes and dwarves. No, I'm pretty sure it was just like 5 people who own like 90% of the mine now.
Oh, shush.
The town now boasts thriving communities of both peoples living and working together in harmony. We have also tempted human spellweavers from all across the north to our town who are happy to work side by side with the allies of Phandelver's pact. Mayor Alderleaf invites you to come and witness this miracle yourself. See the powers being uncovered in the forge of spells and the prosperity this power brings. I dare say Neverwinter will soon have a new rival for the title of Jewel of the North. Except that, you know, Ash and Cinder and Ka and Elysis and I think that was the one with shit, I can't remember the name. What was my dad's dwarf?
Oscar.
Oscar, yes. That was that group, right?
Yep. Yes, it was.
We definitely own like 80% of that mine between the 5 of us, at least.
And are more wealthy than God.
Damn fucking right. Word from the tribunal. Fum. We see it in you. The thirst, the art, the passion, the trail of cold, bloody murder you've left in your track needs only the finishing touches to grant you a place among his favored. But he requires something truly magnificent. A circus has appeared, boasting a collection of misfits and ragtags, but more importantly, a stage. Now comes the performance of your lifetime, and when the curtain falls, the tribunal will be watching. I found a fugue in the key of D minor entitled Ode to the Oppressed. Just some sheet music, so that's cool. Mother of Halflings. This text is brimmed with charming short stories concerning Yandala, the matriarch, protector, and sovereign creator of the halfling species. Here's one. Once there were a community of young pucks and pretty halflings called the Lermalakes. They were none of them old yet, having only newly formed their community around being virile and strong, so all could contribute to the upkeep and tidying and fixing and mending and so on. Halflings have a great many activities like that, so it was a big shock when an old woman came and asked to join the community. They told her she wasn't welcome, and when they turned her away, politely but very firmly, she went into the nearby woods. Now, the Lermalakes couldn't have known that she was going to take shelter there, so don't think too badly of them, but take shelter she did. When the werewolf men who lived there came to rob the old woman, Yandala invested the old woman with knitting needles of impeccable swiftness. She knitted the werewolf men clothes that would expand to accommodate their monthly changes, and they escorted her back to the Lermalakes, who accepted the old woman and who took their lumps and scoldings too from the werewolf men, not at all amused at the halfling's lack of sympathy for such a clever elder as this. Okay. Okay, that's just Saluna again. We've seen that. Saluna's devotee. Records the life of John Meadowland. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of the full moon. Cured of his condition by a priestess of Saluna, John Meadowland exchanged his claws for a great sword and a cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness, not bear because he was a werebear, I get it, witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess and gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. And the plea of rest. Hastily scrawled in slightly damp plea of rest, requesting to be freed of Ilmater's service for the duration of a 10-day as the writer mourns Father Lorgan. On the Weary, Volume 1, Father Lorgan. Collection of Father Lorgan's writings on despondency. Perhaps the hardest suffering to ail is that which dulls but does not pang. Weariness sits deep within one's soul, but it casts its miring net across the surface, dampening all errant thoughts and feelings in its wake. Malaise of this sort can rot the heart if left to fester, but must be extricated carefully. Above all else, the weary soul knows itself better than you can. Do not condescend, do not assume, do not impose. Simply,
Do all of these things.
simply avail yourself as a tool to the weary. Let them know you can be used however they might need. Oh, baby. And journey through the jungle. The sun had just fallen below the horizon when I first heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. Alooth along, said Jaw. It's coming. Jaw dropped her pack and scurried up the nearest bitter. With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the two of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. Oh, there it was again, above and beyond and all around, so close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion it snatched her. A vine? A tentacle? It hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaw's screams swelled, then faded as Alooth along dragged her away. I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses were untrampled, the shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of that harrowing call to guide me. So, yeah, cool. Y'all find like a secret door or something while I was busy?
No.
No? What the hell are we supposed to do about this crime scene then?
Well, there's a scroll on the table, I guess.
Here we
go.
And going by the map, that archway should be a secret door.
Page on the turning is particularly dog-eared. There will come many a time, O worshipful tormented, that you will have to comfort a faithless unfortunate as they pass from this life to the next. Or perhaps even more distastefully, you may be faced with the dying acolyte of a wretched god, keen to shirk the blasted afterlife awaiting them. The Lord on the rack grants us a great many powers, but altering the moral velocity of a soul is one we cannot shift on the deathbed. If one has lived a life of sin, their soul is bound for a sinful place, no matter their final protestations. However, it would do much more harm than good to tell them this. Ilmater does not forbid the speaking of untruth, no matter how polite society deems the act. If it would spare the dying wretch some suffering as they pass, tell them that the weeping God awaits them with his balming embrace. Make them believe. Whatever torment their soul bears in the realms beyond, it matters not their body. Or it remembers not their body, so spare them at least this final passing moment from hardship. Well, that wasn't helpful in the slightest, was it?
I found a Tressum.
Yeah.
The Tressum seems nervous, but you can't quite tell why.
Kitty? How vulgar. You can call me... Actually, it's better if you don't call me at all. That'll be all, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Where the hell are you?
On the roof.
Which...
I jumped down from the bell tower.
Oh, gotcha.
This Tressum's on top of a bundle of letters.
Neat.
I wonder if that has anything to do with anything, but it says they're stealing, and I might be stealing from the Tressum. I don't want to piss off the Tressum.
I remember this one time Elle had a Tressum. It's pretty great. It got killed by a swarm of bats.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay, well, turning on all the torches in the area didn't do anything.
Reminded me of my pain.
Oh, I'm sorry, turning the torches on reminded you of your pain.
No, my Tressum getting killed.
Well, why would your Tressum getting killed remind you of your pain? That was the thing that caused your pain. I feel as if I'm probably missing something that should be like really obvious, but I don't see anything to interact with that we have. Oh, never mind. I approached this wall and I found a thing.
Do the needful.
I've pressed a button. Does not appear to have done anything. Alright, get close to all of the walls. See if there's any more buttons hiding around the place.
Button, who's got the button? I know it's under.
The wall. The wall has the button.
Here. Over here.
There was also a failed perception check that I had for the one chest in here that had a higher DC. So the murder weapon might be hidden in this chest over here.
Well, why don't you just open it?
I did open it, but I failed a perception check.
Oh, I see. Well, we found her.
I'm gonna... Oh, you found the tunnel. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll wait by this chest so you know where it's at after you come back up from there.
That was hard to miss.
Zom and Muzz and Rudd. You sure you don't want to be over here in case this turns into a fight, my guy? It's a fight.
Okay. On my way.
They didn't even want to talk. They saw me and immediately were like, "Fuck you, die."
Okay, so the kitchen was right here. Let's go back down the hatch.
I promise I didn't do anything to aggro these guys. They were just like, no, death is yours.
Are any of them a dwarf?
That's a doppelganger.
Oh, so
that's a doppelganger. And that's a doppelganger. They're all doppelgangers. Which means any of them could have been a dwarf. Technically speaking.
This is true.
How did I miss?
By not hitting him.
I had a 98% chance.
Well, it's a 2% chance to miss.
Yeah, well now he's a 100% chance dead.
I don't know, that still sounds like something that could miss in XCOM.
I mean, yeah. Did I not rebind this weapon? Yeah, I did. Okay. I don't know why I don't have 3 attacks then. Weird.
Well, probably because you used an action to, like, fly over there in the first place.
Nope, didn't use my action.
Someone was arranging these. What for?
Some kind of ritual, obviously.
Clown severed torso.
No, no, not dribbles.
Well, I guess Dribbles truly does dribble now.
Mm-hmm. Over here. And over there. And over there.
Krillin!
What?
Too soon. I've been watching through the early bit of DBZA again recently.
Yeah. I can't even get down there. Damn it.
I thought you said it was full of candy canes and ice cream.
I'm surrounded by idiots. I thought you were surrounded by candy canes and ice cream. Just having an aneurysm from sheer stupidity. I didn't think you were that stupid, Vegeta.
Karlak Engi.
Oh, Karlak Myed.
Karlak Smash.
Well, it's simple. She stopped clowning around.
Hey.
Dribbles certainly stopped clowning around.
This is true.
Dribbles was a clown right up until the end.
Good nat 1.
That's rough. There you go.
Not as rough as that was.
God damn.
Thunder Wave. But on 2.
I was being clever.
Thunder, thunder,
So
thunder.
the game decided to
thunder,
fuck me in the ass.
Oh, nice.
Not on my watch, he says, having just been denied.
You know what? I guess I'm good at stealing people's thunder.
Hit.
Smile and wave, boys.
Some.
Wait, but Bio. No. Well, no. If Karlak considers clowning around killing her allies, then yeah, you know what? Fair.
Good. Flowery key. Journal updated. I found a note. I'm gonna send the note to Shelly. Actually, I found cool.
Sounds noteworthy.
It is.
I'll know you're worthy in a second.
GTA 6 goes woke? Oh no.
Oh wow, what a shock.
I'm not surprised.
Wait, what went woke?
GTA 6.
GTA 6.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, not Jesus Christ. GTA 6. We just said. Jesus Christ is a different game. I Am Jesus Christ is probably one of the greatest games of our generation.
Sounds like it generated a lot of buzz.
Oh, hey. I found the weapon that killed Father Lorgan.
It was in that
So I don't
chest from
know.
earlier?
No, so I don't know what was in that chest that I failed a perception check on. This is a dagger. It's a +2 dagger, but it also has hold person on it.
Neat.
That is neat.
Shame none of us are running daggers, huh?
Yep. There's a whole lot of bodies over here.
Brecca, Radil, Melkor.
Notes.
Speak, woman!
Corpse does not respond.
Damn it.
Of course it doesn't.
Speak, man!
The corpse does not respond.
Damn it.
Of course it doesn't.
Speak, Melkor!
The corpse
They're
does
a
not
bit stiff
respond.
on the information there.
Hey.
These stiffs are not making my life easy.
Yeah, they're kind of giving you a cold, dead stare.
This is some
Someone
gallows
was
humor.
Arranging these corpses. What for? In nocte consilium.
The corpse remains silent.
The corpse remains corpsely.
Commodius in lingua mortua.
That took a little longer.
The corpse
Eee.
regards you lifelessly.
Did you kill Father Lorgan?
Dolor did.
Oh, cool.
Splendid.
Look at that. Question answered. It was Dolor. Alright, who is Dolor?
How is Delore?
Red dwarf.
tricky, hungry.
Do you know where he is currently?
The corpse remains silent.
No, of course not.
It does not know.
Is Delore one of you?
Yes, but once
All right. Okay, we have one question left. Is it more important to ask what the key is for, ask what Delore is after, or ask who they work for?
What's the key for?
I got nothing.
Or who do you work for? Because the key might lead us to more information, but it might not.
Flophouse.
Aha!
Secrets.
Thank you, sir.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
You have been most helpful.
Now we just gotta find the flop house.
And continue to ask all these other corpses questions.
Yeah.
The corpse remains silent.
Okay, can't talk to that one.
Ooh.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Can't talk to that one.
This investigation's decomposing quite quickly.
The corpse has nothing
Can't
to
talk
say.
to that one.
Ooh.
Does make me wonder if the city is rotten from the inside out.
I guess you can say that they're being dead silent.
I mean, we did find a body of information so far,
The corpse
so...
has nothing to say.
Well, I mean, Palpatine Speak did actually give us something for once, so...
Yeah, it advanced the quest line.
I'll take that as a win, personally.
My wife is very silent, and I can't tell if she's staring out her hair.
That's weird. I thought your
Well,
wife
I'm
was
a
Elle. When did you
world-
marry Very Silent?
There's a lot of cloud kill down here.
Is it Cloud Kill or is it Death Fog?
It says cloud kill. Plus, we're not in DOS 2 anymore.
And I could not hear the wife. What did you say, dear?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I couldn't burn the Cloud Kill to death.
I don't think you can do that normally anyway.
Was worth a try.
Do you have the Gust of Wind spell, whatever it's actually called?
Not prepared, but maybe.
Do I have a scroll for it? What the hell's that spell called again?
Yeah, I have it in my list.
Well,
It's called literally Gust of Wind.
Gust of Wind, okay. Search Gust of Wind. No items found. Scroll of Gust. No? Is there not a scroll of Gust of Wind?
Is there any reason to go in there? Oh, there's a chest in there.
Well, that did not remove those clouds. I used a skill... Oh, wait. Did it? No. I thought it did for a second, but... I think...
It looked like it did, but I don't think it did.
This is one of those situations where I think I have to be on the same level as the cloud in order to clear the cloud. And because I'm on a slightly higher elevation, it didn't work.
Boo.
Well then.
Sounds about right.
Why ain't that just a gas?
Is there anywhere we can get to down... Can't you just fly over it, Natsu?
I mean, I can, but there's a chest in the cloud.
Ah, a little poison's good for you.
Okay, where's the chest?
On the other side of the rock.
Oh.
Are the
Quite literally.
shrooms safe?
How do you mean?
Quite literally between a rock and a hard place.
Just stand in the shrooms.
I could have sworn that Gust of Wind had a scroll form of it.
It does. That's what I used, and it didn't work because I was on a bad elevation.
Oh. Do you have another one?
I think I have one more.
If you send it to me, I'm down on the level, so I could try it from down here.
That man is on the level and in the room where it happens.
Yep.
No cap.
You best
Alright.
believe it.
There you go, bud. It's the only last one we got, though, so.
Alright, where do I...
Blow us away, man. Blow us
Will
away.
remove clouds.
That's what it told me, too, but then it didn't. I think you broke the... well, you pushed the...
Displaced the chest.
You displaced the chest.
And didn't get rid of any fucking clouds.
Sure fucking didn't.
I guess cloud kill doesn't count as a cloud.
Yeah. I guess that's
I'll
full
do
of
something
full of hot air.
stupid.
Oh,
Time to do
oh
something
no.
Oh
stupid.
god.
That's a lot of that's a lot of damage.
And it wasn't even worth it. The chest was garbage. Although I did see it. There's a vent somewhere over here that's like putting this cloud kill out. That's why we couldn't clear it.
So desu ka.
So Disney.
So desu yo.
Actually, Sarge, how are you doing on warlock spell slots?
I have both of my slots. Why?
Didn't you
Oh,
just counterspell something? How do you have both of your slots?
He counterspelled?
Yeah, he did.
He counterspelled
Oh, I
it.
got some fish and sausage.
Oh, nice.
Because it uses a level 3 spell slot. Not the warlock slots.
Did you multi? Oh, right, you're part sorcerer. Right.
Yes.
I'll never get tired of this.
I can see that.
5 seconds later, I am immediately tired of this.
I mean, he is pretty fly for a shy guy.
Damn right.
Look, I gotta prove that I'm truly the king of puns and punchlines.
Where the fuck are we?
We're outside of Froyo's flop house, apparently.
Charissa's caress.
Froyo. That actually sounds good right now.
It really does, actually.
Yeah, like that one genuinely is not a joke. It actually sounds really good right now.
I'd kill a Father Lorgan for some
I'd say we can
Froyo
go
right
to the
now.
White Rabbit, but
What the hell?
what is happening?
What a fuck?
I don't know.
That's not a good sign.
What's not a good sign?
That rumbly in your tummy.
Yeah, whatever that rumbly was.
Oh. Oh, he's just a rumbly in my tumbly. Don't worry. I'm sure it's fine.
Not at roots.
Survival failed.
Critically, even.
I failed.
What's that?
There's a basket.
What in the hells was that? Felt like an earthquake.
Coming from the cave? Or up it?
What, Papa? What do you think,
Okay.
Papa boy?
That's cool that you can actually watch ships coming in.
Oh, okay. This path just leads back up to the...
Up to the...
It leads back up to the town.
Oh, okay.
Leads back up to Rivington.
What, Papa?
There must be something.
Yeah, so yes, that is where Maya gets the cloud kill skill from, by the way, is, yes, D&D.
Let's D&D.
Here's some of the legends of your
D&D
never kissed a lady before.
Heavy chest. Wait, where's this? How? What?
Alright.
There's a so under this ship. There's a heavy chest.
Yeah.
Oh, we can just access it from on top. It's fine. I like that I'm still just defaulting to handing all the grenades to Sarge.
That works. I don't know how water can be holy. I thought water filled any vessel it was put into, and holes would fill themselves, but...
Okay. Oh, perception check over here. I failed it. Oh, damn it.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
There's a trap on that box. You're welcome.
Thank you. Wow, a 1 and a 5.
Did that open the
That game
chest?
just- That game told you to get
Damn
the
it.
vent.
If I had gotten a 4 on the guidance, I would have gotten it. Now I
I
gotta use
failed the
inspiration to
perception
have
over
this
here,
blow up.
by the way.
What the actual shit? Thank you.
Why is it so foggy?
Mind the blast
Ah.
mine.
That would be why.
Oh, I haven't the foggiest.
Hit.
Corpse is too damaged. Oh, fuck you. Oh, there's a lot of mines. I just had 2 more perception fails up here.
Well, you guys are getting steamed. I'm gonna step away for a second.
1. Welcome back.
There's a trap.
No, there's
found some of them.
There's a lot of mines. I'm fine. Everything's good.
Sure.
I didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
I blew up slightly, but I didn't take any damage, so... Seems fine. Dying Stone Lord Thug. Hello.
Come to finish the job.
What are you talking about?
Accusing innocent passersby is an interesting survival strategy, sir.
No one's innocent round here. Maybe you're better than most. By the gods, it hurts. Help me, please.
Wow.
No.
No. It's too late for that. No potion or spell can fix this.
Would you ask for help? Oh.
Get this blade out of me. Use it. Kill me. Kill me now.
What?
Perception failed.
I serve you death on a plate, and still you refuse to eat.
Wait. Ooh.
What did I just miss?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh,
Yeah.
hello.
Yep.
It's her.
It is.
So, you're the lickspittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. He will not leave you bloodless for long. He will twitch you by the sinews, a puppet jerking and jabbing at his command. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
Orin what?
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
So I take it the fleshy lady there decided, like, hey, I can lure them into a trap.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Oh,
Uh,
another trap.
At least Palpatine's speak was useful that one time.
This place is trapped.
This place is cursed.
More bombs.
DC 30 on this. I'm not gonna bother trying.
On the what?
Trying to disarm the vent right here. No. Enough of this.
Oh, tripwires down there. Huh?
I think somebody exploded a mine or something.
Oh, one of the tripwires is broken now. Unless that one was already broken.
Bah.
It's still warm.
Okay, Donut, come on.
The corpse remains silent.
Oh, what? Just because he doesn't have a head?
That would be a very big part of it, yes.
I object to this fucking...
Oh, I forgot that Yenna came back to our camp.
You didn't need to do that.
Well, no, but it was faster than going around.
Hmm.
What is it, Donut?
That same ship was at Moonrise Towers, if I'm not mistaken.
Why does that ship, like, have death fog coming out of the side of it? What the hell?
Easter egg? That actually does look like death
It
fog.
looks
What
like
the
death fog.
I thought it was just more cloud kill.
Oh,
Like,
right,
there's
I
a
can't
whole-
do that until I atone. Right. Okay, where's the...
Thought you weren't
Is it
going...
your ship girlfriend over there? Oh.
Speak,
Oh.
Oathbreaker.
Oh.
It is possible. First, you must pay the agreed price. But if the price is paid, tell me.
You're giving up your
why do you
damage?
hire Neil?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying.
I'm concerned. Oh, they're old flake eyes.
What? Why are they mad at you? Why are we in combat? What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
No.
For the Stone Lord.
I'm almost dead.
Yeah, I see
That's
that.
where you want to be, isn't it? Larvitar's Love?
Shut the fuck up.
Wow. So angry.
I don't know. I don't think she's raging.
I'm gonna die.
Just stand up. Goodbye to you.
Get him, Sarge.
And enter. Magic missile on 6 targets. Wow. You stop that.
Oh no, Shiv Dahlia is raging.
Donut. Why? Ow.
Donut because, ow.
Okay, Donut. Sure, don't make up your mind and jump every possible which way.
Don't worry, he will.
I wanted to reapply Hex, not...
Beat the shit.
Yeah. Right, because I'm looking at the wrong button. Like a dumbass. My god, I pulled an Inu. Make
Yeah.
it stop. Make it stop.
It's real easy to do is the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Hex definitely could have been
Reworked?
handled better. Yeah, you're right, Bio. We saw the Death Fog boat, and then the game's like, fuck you, fight. Velios is now level 2. Did they break the infinite money glitch again?
No.
No, I do not want you using that. So kindly fuck right off with your magic missile bullshit right now.
So, The problem with Hex, I've mentioned it a couple times and I've tried to cast it myself. I'll show you when it gets around to my turn of combat bio, but when you go to cast it, it looks like you're able to target enemies, but what it's actually doing is bringing up a sub window where you have to choose what attribute it's going to be like fighting against.
Fuck.
And yeah, so you have to select the attribute that it's going to be impacting, and if you don't and you just click on a dude, you're going to run up and try to stab him. So it's really like, I feel like it could have been much more intuitive than it is the problem. Karlak, stop being dead. We need you alive.
I was trying to see if I could make my sleight of hand better, but neither of the classes that I'm going to be spec'd into give me access to it as a class skill.
That was not enough.
Could use a feat for it.
Yeah. Probably what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately.
Get him, little dude. Or don't.
You did good, stranger. Someone had tried to slink away rather than get involved.
Well, we didn't realize we were going to be fighting, but... happy to help. Who did we just kill?
A new flavor of scum that's been muscling in on our business. Agents of the Stone Lord.
Yeah, what does that mean? Some kind of golem crime boss?
Nobody actually knows. Word is he's big, dense, tough as rocks, but human, we think, and definitely ruthless.
Wow. Option 4. So what were his dudes doing here?
And his cronies are in league with the absolute cultists. This
Oh.
little operation here certainly suggests so. They were
Well,
shifting
we're killing them
something
then.
valuable by boat. But that
Is it
something
Death
belongs
Fog?
to
It
the
looks like
guild
Death
now.
Fog.
Wrong, it belongs to me.
Imagine how rad it would be if they just had Regigigas as a crime boss. Well, he'd be easy to kill because we just have like 4 free turns to beat the snot out of him before he was allowed to do anything. I mean, we did help out.
Of course. The guild always rewards good work. Now scram.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
We made 675 money off of that, so... Oh, hold on, turn-based mode. Just realized I still have 4 turns of Warden of Vitality left. Gather round, everyone, and I'll mark us with a special sign.
turn.
Oh, right. Fucking.
At least it doesn't make Natsu and turn back in camp.
Do I need to?
No. I was
Okay.
saying at least it doesn't make you do that.
Okay, you coughed in the middle, and it made me think I need to. I'm on the last level up right now, and I was like,
Hurry the fuck up! Some people are trying to not die over here. No, we're good. Fight's over. We managed.
We really rocked their socks.
Alright, I think that's the last turn for it, so I'm just gonna pop out of turn-based mode. Yeah. Alright. Indeed. Agreed. Just accidentally lead your way into being involved in gang warfare while Natsu meanwhile is just sitting around at camp filling out test sheets.
Yep. Okay, there we go. My sleight of hand is now at a base +10 when I have all of my proper gear on.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, with Natsu sitting out, I feel very slighted. Feels very out of hand.
Why are you nosing at the mic? Here, talk to the people.
Kisa wants to say hi.
Aww.
Hi, Kisa.
Talk to the people. Talk. You're nosing at the mic. Say hi. She's not saying hi.
But Papa, you know, what do I say?
Just make a noise, goddamn you.
Oh.
Okay.
I can't get over this boat of apparent death fog. Like, that's very distressing. And surely it can't actually be death fog, right? That would be ridiculous.
That's what it looks like.
It sure does look like death fog though. Like,
You think maybe we can get some death sticks?
hey, I want to buy some death sticks.
Are you talking about this boat?
Yeah, the death fog boat. Look at the death fog under it.
Yeah, we're not talking about this one. We're talking about the other boat with the death fog.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, there's multiple?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is just one of them. Alright, your name is Charming Latham. You seem like the person to talk to.
This is Chasm.
Come back here, Charming Latham. I'm trying to talk to you.
Is it chasm or chasm?
It's Chasm.
I
Did
I
you
think
throw a little English
I
there?
think
Oh no, I was being stupid.
I think chasm is a. I've heard that
Appropriate.
pronunciation.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think most people say it is chasm, but I think chasm is not like.
I mean, it is a CH. So, I mean,
Hey, Natsu,
Uh-huh.
are these mind worms in here?
Where?
Look on the stream. Are these mind worms?
Yes. Are they live ones?
I don't know.
I think so.
They're in your and L's inventories now.
Hell yeah.
There's two of them.
One for each. Wait, where did it end up in my inventory?
I don't know. I just put it in your inventory. I'm not responsible for figuring out where it went.
I don't see it, though. Maybe they both went to L.
But maybe I thought I selected to send one to each of you. Maybe I did send both of them to L by mistake.
Distant sounds of mine.
Did I send both of them to L?
Don't you not have access to them anymore?
What are you talking about?
I don't see.
I don't see where they went at all.
I mean, I can see if there's one available, so I'm assuming Elle used hers.
Yep, I did.
Well, whatever. Just use the other one then.
I mean, I don't know where it is. That's the thing.
It shouldn't matter. You should just be able to use it from the menu, right?
Can't you just use it from the menu?
Just go into the Illithid Powers menu and use it.
Oh wait, Elle, did you use one already?
Yes.
Oh, okay. When I said you, okay, never mind. We're good.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened there.
No, I thought for some reason it's.
Natsu confused himself somehow.
Yeah, I thought we had to use them from the inventory before they could be used in the brain screen. I don't know why.
Or maybe somehow I did that by mistake when I was trying to send it to you people. I don't know. Point is, there was 2 brain slugs in this ship.
Now there is none.
And now there are no brain slugs in this ship.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's only used once a long rest, but that's... Oh, that could be a boss killer. There's a Mind Flayer ability that for 3 turns I can make a creature heal when it attacks, but I also make it vulnerable to all damage. I'm grabbing that. Don't mind if I do.
Natsu just has dementia because of his new squid brain. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I had to shunt out some information that wasn't as important to be able to take in all of my new Illithid powers.
For instance,
It's okay.
he no longer remembers when his birthday is.
Yeah.
Well, because it's no longer his birthday. It's the worm's birthday.
Well,
It's
that's
our
true.
birthday.
Well, worm regards then.
Hey.
Hey, this just in, you guys. Jumping over a tripwire, for some reason, trips the wire.
Oh.
That's stupid.
Like, I
So that's
literally,
what happened.
I
Hey, there's
literally
another Mind
jumped.
Flayers.
Sorry?
Found another one.
Oh,
I
did
found
you?
another Mind Flayer parasite.
Neato. I thought I'd gotten all the chests in there, but evidently not.
It wasn't on the boat. It was just hanging out in the open.
Oh.
I was completely blind to it. There's a cave up here.
Wait, is there?
Yep.
Oh.
Choose 'em.
Oh. I should work towards that. Psionic Dominance, passive feature. When an enemy within 18 meters targets you with a spell of a level that is lower or equal to your proficiency bonus, you can use your reaction to nullify that spell. Aha. Oh, but I really wanted to take Psionic Backlash at one point. You can use your reaction to inflict 1d4 psychic damage to the caster per the spell's level. Yeah. But being able to just possibly nullify spells is real fucking strong. I'm working towards that.
Oh, you guys, the next time we have a long rest, we got some good shit.
Oh, yeah?
Do we know?
Booze?
Poutine.
Ooh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
yum.
Okay, so next brainworm is L's. Need to remember that.
Bio. Please remember the next brainworm is L's, because none of us will.
Okay, yes, thank you, Bio.
What the hell?
A trap. Time to dance.
Wooden chest used explosion.
Bone spike
Oh, hey,
boots.
there's a passageway over here. Did you already go in it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And blued up the chest.
And L blued up a chest.
Blued it up.
Blued it up.
Bone spike boots.
You have a +1 bonus to armor class and saving throws as long as you are not wearing armor or holding a shield. Well, this does nothing for me.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Oh, but no. So
I have to take off my armor.
Your armor
Oh,
doesn't
yeah, 'cause Sarge
label
needs
itself
the
as armor.
boots of Stormy
It says
Flamer.
Oh, yeah, it says
uncommon
clothing. Yeah, because my whole thing is not to
Oh.
wear armor.
And what?
What is that? I mean, is that better than your wrath? I mean, it's probably better than your wrath, huh? It also increases your jump distance by 1.5 meters.
Wee.
Oh.
There you
I
go,
mean, I don't
Karlach.
think Karlach's been doing a dash, so I don't think that they've been doing anything with those boots.
I'm not getting a free dash, so I'm not using the dash as often.
Yeah.
So better have that than
Yeah.
the other boots.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing here is she's now got a set of pumped up kicks.
Yes.
Well, it's in your
Better
inventory,
run,
so.
better run.
No, now it's equipped. She put it
No,
on right
I
away.
put them on.
Well, equipped is still in her inventory.
No, it's on her person.
Okay. Semantics.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's
Wait.
what we do.
Game!
Game?
Guys, I'm stuck. Game keeps making me climb back up and down these fucking rock walls.
Don't know why.
Me neither. It's very distressing. Okay, I managed to break it.
Why did opening this chest not actually open it? Why can't I see what's in this chest?
Is that potatoes? Potatoes!
Potatoes?
Did someone already loot this chest? Because
What
it's
chest?
being real fucking glitchy.
Well, there was a
buggy.
chest that L exploded earlier.
There's an
Oh,
exploded
maybe
chest
that's what
up
it
there.
was.
Sublimate of eagle feather. Okay.
I'll sublimate your eagle feathers.
I'll show you a sublimated eagle feathers in a second.
Yeah.
Don't threaten me with a
Ball.
good time. Ball.
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 Fuck it, we ball.
Ball.
Con? Okay, well, we came into this little cave. We got some fancy new boots for Elle, and we're like almost at time, so it's probably a pretty good spot to fucking call it, huh?
Yeah.
I have a bunch of books to read next time, so that's fun. And I don't know that this place has anything to do with the thing that we actually came out this way for, but, you know, fuck it. If someone tries to target you at something you're better at them, you just look at them and go, bitch, please. Yeah, apparently. Apparently that's Natsu's new... Or the illithid power that he's working on. So.
Yeah, that'll be next brainworm. That'll get that. Because if that's just like a passive counter spell, which it sounds like it will be without using spell slots, yes, please. Because it says equal to or lower than my proficiency bonus, which
I'm
is
sorry,
currently
that's a
plus
lovely
4.
multi-beer. I'm gonna take that.
So if I can, without spell slots, use my reaction to free counterspell anything that's 4th level or lower currently, as long as it's targeting me, that's like a requirement for it. Cool. That's fucking amazing. That's incredibly strong.
So it won't work on chain lightning or fireball, but...
No, it will work on... Well, no.
No, fireball doesn't target, neither does chain lightning.
Yeah.
That was my point.
Like, hold person
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
charm
yeah.
or anything like that, yeah, I can just be like, hey, fuck you. You're not turning the all-powerful smiting paladin against the rest of their party. No thanks.
Thank you, no
At least
thank
until
you.
the worms eat your brain and you end up doing it anyway.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Seems unlikely.
I only have an incredibly blackened brain. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, next thing you know, Natsu over there is going to write The Tentacle Within, a Natsu story.
That's how my brain currently looks.
Yeah, well, on that bombshell. Till next week.
Toodles.
Goodbye.
Later.